Hi everyone and welcome to Tag Tuesday, and today I thought we'd just do a nice simple tag, and it's just a nice little crisscross tag that you can, it's got pockets and you can pop little bits and pieces in it, and then it's got nice journaling space on the back. So I've just popped a couple of tickets and some bits of I've just made some little journaling cards out of the same paper I've used, and all I've done is I've picked some coordinating card. This is like scrapbook card. It's not very thick. It's like almost paper, between paper and card. It's not that hard, but it's enough to keep its structure. And then I've just picked some coordinating colours and I've cut them at an angle, used a nice press edge cutter. So I just thought this is a nice pretty tag to make. It's nothing special, it's nothing new, you'll have seen them in other places, but I thought why not make a couple on Tag Tuesday, because it is Tag Tuesday and this is a lovely tag. So pop that one aside. Now this is a great way of using up your 6x6s. This one's bigger than a 6x6, as you can see. This was another bit of scrapbook paper I had, but this is a great way of using your 6x6s. And I've got this one, it's from Hobbycraft and it's called Vintage Botanicals, and it's scrapbook paper, and it is 180 GSM. So I've gone through and I've picked a couple. There's some absolutely gorgeous designs in this one. I've had it a while, so I don't know if they're still doing it, but there's some absolutely lovely designs. This one I've actually, not this one, but this one I've actually fussy cut out, and because these make ideal little journal cards to pop into these tags. And then there's lots of different coordinating designs, and this is a great way of getting your coordinating papers, because you'll generally find that these books have got, they're all coordinated, they're all the same colour palette, same subject. And I just thought there'd be a nice idea to make a couple of tags out of these and use them up, because you know I've got a few of these lovely books and I never really get a chance to use them that much, and so I thought I'd make these. So first of all, these are the papers that I've picked out. So I've picked out 3 papers. Now on this one I've got, sorry, did I pick out 3 or 4? I need 4 papers, so I need to pick another one out. I've got, the tag itself is 1 paper, which is good. I'm going to use this one. I know I'm going to lose this bottom bit, or I might use that one, and that be the bottom of our tag. That might be better. And then you've got 1, 2, 3. So I need another piece of paper that's going to coordinate. And I'm not using these because these have been cut out. So let's have a look and see what we can find. You could use like the same papers, or you could make it like a monochrome tag and just have 2 papers and crisscross them, but I kind of like the idea of using the different ones. I want something that's quite nice. I like that. That might work actually. There we go, we'll use that one, and then we can coordinate. And if that's like the last one, I like that. Yeah, that looks good. Right, let's get our cutter out. And I want these because the it's 6x6s, so I'm going to do 6x4 tag. So as you can see, the 6x6, which is just over 15. So if I do it to 10, that should be a nice wide tag, and maybe to 8. Yeah, I think I did the original one is, I know you can't see very well on here, yeah, that was to 8. So we'll do it. Now I'm flipping between inches and centimeters. I'm on centimeters now, simply because my cutting board only comes in centimeters. So there's one piece, and we're just going to cut them all the same width. So we're going to cut them all to 8. And the good thing about this is, between the 2 pieces, you're going to get 2 tags out of 4 of these 6x6s, which is a great way of not using like losing any paper. So we'll make 8. And there we go. So that's our papers cut. Let's pop this away because the rest I'll do by hand. Just because I like to be able to line things up properly. So I'm going to, I'll put these ones aside for now. I'm going to choose which one I want to be my actual tag. Now I want that to be the front pocket, and I think that can be the tag itself, the back of the tag, and so maybe I'll put them, I'm not sure now, maybe I'll put that as the back of the tag. Yeah, I kind of like that. And don't forget, it's going to be this bottom bit, so it's going to be a bit more green. So I'm alternating between the creams and the greens. So the next bit is to decide where I want to do this first cut. So I'm not going to cut this into a tag first of all. I'm just going to measure. Yeah, I'm going to measure down. So that's it. There we go. I've got it now. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go diagonal. Now I want to make sure I'm getting this the right way, because otherwise it'll be topsy-turvy. And don't forget, I am going to use an edge punch, so don't worry about the drawn lines. So if we take it down 2 centimeters from the top, that's probably about what I did with that one. No, I went 3 centimeters down. So we'll go 3 centimeters down. And then I want to drop on the other side 3 centimeters. So we're going to go from there to there. Now, it all seems very technical, but it's quite easy actually. Right, that's going to be our first cut. Now, the next piece, I did, yes I have. It's alright, don't worry about it. I'm just getting myself all stressed out thinking I've done it wrong. I haven't. So the next one I want to start, because I want them kind of to crisscross over a little. So I want to start the next one about there. So that's what, 2 centimeters down. And then I'm going to drop, what did we say? We said 4, didn't we? Did we drop 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah. So 4 centimeters down on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. It doesn't look like it, but I do. And that's our second cut. Now for the last cut, which is this one. So I want it to go across, so you need to alternate which way your cuts are going, which is how you're going to get your crisscross. So now I want to go 2 centimeters down on this side. That's it. Yeah, I'm getting there, don't worry, I'm getting there. So 2 centimeters down on this side, so about there. Yeah, that's about right. And then we count 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that brings us to there. And now, if we draw our line across, that gives us all of our pockets. So you can just freehand this if you want, if you're not bothered about the way your pockets are going to line up. That's fine. Freehand it. It looks good. You know, if it's higgledy-piggledy. I just kind of like the symmetry a bit more, just because I don't know, it's kind of one of the things that I prefer the symmetry than just the higgledy-piggledy. These do look quite nice when it's all higgledy-piggledy, or as I say, skew-if, but it's you know, it's one of them things, personal preference. Right, okay, so we've got our basic tag. And so you can see, because I went 2 centimeters down, it means that they're actually crossing over. You could have it so that it's like that if you wanted to, and that's still perfectly beautiful. I like that, but I kind of like them crossing over a bit as well. and it gives it a little bit extra detail. And these pieces, don't get rid of them, because you can use these for other tags. So let's just pop this in. Now for the edge punch. Now I've got two edge punches. I think I'll use this one. There are what is the name? I can't remember what the name of these are. It'll come to me. But yeah, I've had them forever. So all you need to do is the slanted edge. You just put in your edge punch. That's if it works. Hold on, it needs emptying. I've got it everywhere. Let's see. Are you going to work now? That's better. Okay. And just put your trim on. Again, this is optional. You don't have to do this. I just think it gives it an extra little bit of decoration, and it looks pretty, and I like it. And I quite like using edge punches. I think I don't get to use them as much as I would like. I love doing the edge of pages with them when I'm making a junk journal, because it gives it a pretty edge, and it's just nice. It's another level of decoration that that gives it more character, I think. I know when I was making the Ladybird book ones, I used the edge punch quite a lot, because I wanted to have that kind of fairy tale effect that you get with that kind of decorative edge, and it did give it that kind of chocolate box effect. Right, so we've got them edge punched, and now I want to cut the tag. So just as simple as you've seen me do 100 times, just cut it up, flip it over and use it as a guide, and there we go. Right, now we need to do some distressing. Again, this is a personal choice. You know my thoughts on distressing. I love having things looking grungy and old, especially with this paper, because I think it takes the distressing really well. I mean, look at that, how much it's brought it to life. And then there we go. Obviously you don't have to distress all the way around these pockets. The reason I am is because sometimes the edge of the paper is white, and you're going to sew these together, and so you want that kind of whiteness took off. But you do want to do the distress this this cut edge here. I think I need some new distressing ink. I think that one's getting dry now. I've tried inking them up, but they don't work. Oh, I forgot our tag. It just doesn't work as well, I don't think. If you've got any tips and tricks on it, let me know, because I've tried juicing it up and it just doesn't seem to be helping much. Right, I'm just going to do the back as well. I mean, you could cover these with tea-dyed paper if you wanted to. I'm not that bothered. It's just plain white on the back anyway, so. And if you're using the 6x6s, very often you'll find that they're double-sided anyway. So the next stage to this is simply to get it onto the sewing machine. Just if you want to, if it helps you out, you can put paper clips on this to keep everything where it needs to be. Personally, I'll just give it a good tap, make sure everything's where it's supposed to be, and I'm going to start sewing along here anyway, so it'll secure it so that it doesn't move out of the way. So I'm just going to bring the sewing machine over, and I've got this lovely dark green threading that's going to go lovely with these papers. Get them all lined up, make sure everything's where it's supposed to be. Right, now I'm just going to quickly sew around it with a straight stitch. That's if I can turn my sewing machine on. And you can hear you are going through quite a few layers, so be gentle with your machine. You can hear when you get to just the 1 or 2 layers. I'm not going to bother putting a back stitching it because it's quite secure enough as it is. Let's get the sewing machine out of the way. And there's your basic tag. It looks great, especially in these. But doesn't it look really nice in those papers? Really, this is going to look great in the journal I'm going to be doing. Right, now I'm going to use some of this nice lace for a topper. But because this is so dark and grungy, I think I might want to grungy it up a bit, because it looks just too pristine. So let me get a piece of paper, and I am just... This is a great way if you've got lace and you haven't had time to coffee dye it, but you want it to have that kind of grungy effect. This is a great way to do it with your distressing inks. Just dab them on and it will grungy them up really well, and the fabric takes it very well. There you go. As you can see now, it looks like it's been coffee dyed, because I haven't been completely uniform in it. You can, well, I hope you can see, it looks like, you know, when you get patches when you do your coffee dyeing. It's a great way of doing it. Oh, I need the sewing machine. I'm going to do this bit off camera because I've just moved the sewing machine, but I'm literally just going to sew the tab on and then I'll show you how I've done it. So 2 seconds. There we go. Just cut these threads off. There we are. So I've literally just sewn that across the top, and oh, that looks really cool. I like that. That's very nice. Now, just to finish this off, this is the page I showed you from the book, from the 6x6, and that's the page that you get. And I thought these are really great little journal cards. So I've just literally cut it to pieces. Now, if you go through some of these 6x6s, you'll find a few of them have got these pages in. I think they're meant to be just a decorative page, or I don't know, but I've cut them out as ephemera anyway. So the last thing we need to do is to give these an ink, because I do want to use all of them. I want to pack this one. The other one I've just put a couple of things in, but this one I want it to be a really packed pocket, just because it's such interesting paper and I do love it. And I just want to show you how much you can get in one of these tags, and they're just so versatile. I know I should be distressing the back as well, but for time's sake I'm just going to leave that, and I'll do that off camera. Just wanted to show you what it looks like when it's all packed out. I do like making tags. I was a bit worried when I came up with Tag Tuesday that I would run out of ideas. Yeah, no. There's just not a chance. You know what the problem is? I don't have enough time to make all the ideas that I come up with. I've now got like a list. I started out with a little notebook. When I first started the channel, I thought I'll get a notebook and then I'll keep it with me, and every time I have an idea I will write it down in the notebook, and then I'll remember it, and I can get on with it and do it. Well, we're about 40 pages in and I'm still trying to do everything in the notebook. You don't believe me. It doesn't time, it just does not get any easier. Right, so let's get this packed. I'm just going to just slip things in. As you can see, it's really versatile. You can move things about. You can put a focal point on if you wanted to. I might actually put one of these on. I kind of like that. I like that. I might put that on. Let's get some more bits in first, and then we can put that on. Well, that one, no, it's too samey. And obviously once you get these into your journal, you know, you're going to have all these lovely little pieces to journal on. There we go. That looks great, all packed. Now, do we want something underneath this? Do we? Maybe we could put a little bit more of that lace. Let's have a look. I mean, it might be, oh yeah. Yeah, I like that. Let's just cut a little piece of that. And then that's going to match the lace at the top. Let's get it distressed a little. and I'm going to use this glue seeing as it is lace. Let me just see, maybe put it that way. Yeah, okay. Should have had a credit card to press it down with. Oh, what I've got. There we go. And then we'll put some on here. There we are. Just hold it down for a few seconds. It's because it's gluing onto fabric. But as you can see on this one, I just put a little bit of book page on the back, and then I put a nice flower on. I wanted something that would be very similar to the colours. It took us ages to find a flower that was similar to the colours, because all the ones I've got are either bright or just too pastel-y. So I finally found that one, and it looks quite nice. I like it. So let's see. Oh, that looks great. So you can see you can pack these, or you can leave them quite simple. But oh, that looks so interesting. If I saw that in a book, I'd be like, oh, let me have it. I want to see it. I want to get everything out. And there's plenty of journaling space in there as well as on the back of the tag itself. So that's Tag Tuesday. I hope you've enjoyed that one. You can alter these in any way you want. Like I said, you can have them so that they're kind of hidden, like it goes, you know, like a zigzag type instead of overlapping. You can put more layers on them if you want. I mean, if you wanted to cut the layers like a little bit closer, you could get 4 or 5 layers on. They look quite good like that as well. In fact, I think I was working on one, but I put it to the side. Let me just show you. It was this one, I think. And I did think about putting an extra layer on. Hold on while I just get it all where it's supposed to be. So you can see you can do it with the 4 layers, and on this one I did want to do it like monotone as well. But I just when I cut it out, I made a mistake with this one, so I need to fix that and redo it. But yeah, you can alter these. You don't have to use the edge punch. I just think it looks really pretty with the edge punch, and it's a nice way of using those lovely punches that you've got that maybe don't get as much use as they should. But I'm really liking this one. I'm really impressed with these papers. I'm really starting to get worked up for our naturist journal that I'm going to be doing. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Give it a try. Do some different ones, and let me know how it goes. Please do like the video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, because we are growing the channel. And I hope that everybody's well. I hope that you're all staying safe, and happy crafting. Bye.